Hi there, in this Anytype tutorial, we'll go over multiplayer shared spaces. So to enable multiplayer, I'm going to show you the owner view. This is the space owner. And if you look up here where it says synced, you do have to be connected to the Anytype network. So if this is green and says synced, you'll know you are connected. If you're not, you'll need to log out and change your network type. It's on the login page under the gear icon. Now here on the space, it says entry space. So let's click on this so that we can see. I named it original, and you can see here it's referring to the entry space, which is the first space that you have, the default, when you create an Anytype account. Now this space cannot be shared. It's always set to private. So you will need to share another space. So you can either create one or pick another one that you already have. I'm going to do this one, the Zen system. And so if I click here, and then I'm going to go back up to the top and click on these private space settings. Now it's called private space because I'm the only one here right now. And then it will change once we share the space. So here we're going to click on this little question mark icon to show you how to share a space. It says provide the link to the person you want to collaborate with. When they click the link, the person requests to join the space, and then after approving the request, you can choose the access rights for that person. So right now, let's generate an invite link, and this is a URL that you'll need to send in an email or a text message. Now I'm going to switch to the invited person's view. So typically they would receive an email with the invitation link in it, and once you click on it, you'll get taken to this screen in a browser that says you're invited to join, and they can either open in the app or they have to download the app if they don't have it yet. And here, there's a second step. You have to request to join. And so it shows you've been invited. And once you click that, you're just going to have to wait for the owner of the space to approve it before you get access to the shared space. Now we're going to switch back to the owner's view, and you can see the invited person was Molly, and she's requesting to join. So I can view the request, and I have to make a choice of either viewer access or editor access. And I'm going to choose editor for now. Now, as the owner, if I go to my space settings, you can see it is now called a shared space, and I can see all the members that I have added here and what role they have. And I also have the option to remove them. All right, now let's go back to the invited person's view. So now that Molly was approved, she can now see the Zen system in her Anytype account, and you can go to the space settings, and it looks similar to the owner where you can see all the members in the space. You also have the option to share the same link, and there's also a show QR code, which would be great if you are physically in the same space as somebody else. They can just use their phone to open up the Anytype app on mobile. And let's take a look. If Molly was going to edit an object, let's say she's going to make a new project in this workspace. Okay, so now that Create Marketing Plan is here, if you go up to the top right corner, under the Relations menu, you can see that the person who created it is Molly. And if you go to the three dots, the ellipsis, you can also see a version history. So back to the owner view. So here I'm going to remove Molly from the space and click remove, and then immediately Molly is removed from the space. And so let's take a look at the invited person's view. Now I'm in a different space. I'm in my family hub, and if I go down to my spaces, I can no longer see the Zen system space. All right, and so if I go here to the gear icon for my profile, if I go to spaces, it says removing, and there's actually still an option to export the space in the state that it was at the time the owner removed me. So any changes made after I was removed from the space will not show up, but I can still export this as a zip file and put it into my own Anytype vault. So back